Guys, my name is Agent Psycho, and this is going to be a review on the SG556 DMR. This is going to be part of the SG550 family, the very large one, SG550 family, in fact. So many episodes, in fact, I don't even know, I'm not even sure what chapter or episode it is. It's been such a long time. But, yeah, as of recently, of the last preview sale, Nexon released the SG556 DMR for permanent purchase or 90 days. So, yeah. Let's get to it. So the SG556 DMR, it is a sniper rifle, and I've mentioned before that sniper rifles will have their own reviews in the Road to Mastery series. However, the SG556 DMR is still an SG550 variant, therefore I still must, do a review on it. This applied to the M14 EBR when I did the M14 family, because it's technically an M14 variant, and I can't justify not reviewing it because it's part of the family. So there you go. That's why I'm doing the SG556 DMR review right now. In fact, I kind of derped a little and realized that when it was too late that after the SG556 DMR got taken off the market. Or the shop, rather. After it got taken off, I was like, oh crap, I actually didn't need to do a review on it. So, anyways, luckily enough, the DMR is able to be, or I can see the stats on the Commerce Wiki, which normally they wouldn't have, but, especially for new, sniper rifles, but in any case, it's here, and let's get to it. So, yeah, let's move on to the statistics. The damage on the SG556 DMR, according to Commerce Wiki, is at an 89. So this makes a clean two-shot kill, as with most other automatic sniper rifles, or semi-automatic, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, in terms of its damage, it's the straight-up two-shot kill, as you might expect for a semi-automatic or automatic. And yeah, there's really not much else to it. It may have a chance of one-shotting someone in the back, but they've got to be a recon or a light vester, and even then, it probably isn't a straight-up one-shot kill either. Moving on to the portability. Portability is very fast at 45. This makes it on par with the M24A3. This also ranks it as one of the fastest, or one of the faster sniper rifles in combat arms. So yeah, it is. As far as sniper rifles go, the portability is actually very good. Fire rate. The fire rate on the SG556 DMR is very high at 49. But I will tell you guys why it may or may not come up to your, or I should say how it may or may not work towards your favor. I know I completely butchered my sentence there, but whatever, forgive me. So yeah, it's got a fast fire rate, and it's a lot faster than other automatic sniper rifles, except the M14 EBR. Moving on to its accuracy, the accuracy on the SG556 DMR is surprisingly 100, so this is probably the first automatic sniper rifle, like fully automatic sniper rifle, not like, bare 50 cal, oh, that's fully automatic. No, we're not talking about those kinds. Like, fast-firing, fully automatic sniper rifles. It may just be the first one to have a perfect accuracy. So, there you go. That's something unique about the SG556 DMR. By the way, the DMR stands for Designated Markman Rifle, if you guys didn't know that by now. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about its accuracy. So the SG556 DMR, the accuracy on this thing is actually really good. I don't think it's exactly perfect, but I have been able to shoot people, as you guys can probably see in this gameplay, I have been able to shoot people, behind cover. Well, I've only ever used the SG556 DMR once, and that's because Sniff, oh, by the way, before I forget, Sniff, thank you very much for letting me, dying a whole bunch of times to, let me review your SG556 DMR. Thank you very much, even though I know you're very busy with your own stuff, whatever it may be, you still took your time out to, drop your SG556 DMR for me so that I can review it and get gameplay with it. So there you go. So the accuracy is actually really, really good. And I probably repeated that a lot by now, but it is, and you can definitely hit people at long range who are behind cover or who are hard to hit at long range. So it does have the L96A1 standard scope and zoom. Recoil on the SG556 DMR is at a very high 64. I mean, I don't want to say very high because I don't know the recoil statistics for other sniper rifles, but the recoil spread is actually, I want to say it's like moderate to smaller, like, better than average, because the no scoping with SG556 DMR seems pretty good. It seems like a viable option if you're caught with your pants down, like, that's a really bad phrase, but if you're basically caught out in the open and you've got your you've got your DMR out and you don't have any other weapon that you can switch to quickly enough so that you can get rid of people at close range, then you can try spraying them down. It's probably not going to work all the time, but it definitely will give you a fighting chance, and it's better than some other sniper rifles that you just can't no scope with or just go fully auto with. So that's a good thing. Recoil kickback. Now, here's the thing about the recoil kickback. In scope, the recoil kickback on the SG556 DMR is huge. Like, we're talking M107 CQSE style, like, kickback. Like, if you guys have ever used a 50 caliber in Combat Arms, which I like to call it, which is called M107 CQ in Combat Arms, per shot, the recoil kickback is huge. Like, it goes, once you fire a shot, it goes like, boom, and it kicks your scope, like, nearly a foot up into the air. The DMR is almost like that. Per shot, it may not be that profound, but it kicks a lot, and really, really high, too. So, that high recoil kickback, it may throw off your aim a lot, especially for me, when I first fired it. I was like, holy shit, the recoil kickback on this thing is really high. Because of that high recoil kickback, the rate of fire is too fast for it. So if you were to go full auto, which DMR is capable of, then you won't be able to hit anything at long range. So you have to time your shots. You can't just pull the trigger and hold it down wholesale and just expect to get kills that way at long range. Nah, that's not how the DMR works. So unfortunately, you can't really go full auto as, to its fullest potential, that is. Moving on to the I accidentally clicked on an ad. Moving on to the recoil controllability, or overall recoil controllability. The SG556 DMR isn't that bad. All you need to do is just make sure you Tapfire. I know, Tapfire with sniper rifle. But yeah, you actually do need to Tapfire with the SG556 DMR at long range. Otherwise, all your shots are gonna go all over the place, and you won't be able to hit a damn thing. That being said, though, let's see. Let's just talk about the rest of the aspects of the SG556 DMR for the sake of this review. Tapfire ability, I mean, it's a sniper rifle, and you kind of need to use Tapfire with the DMR. Sprint drawback, I mean, it's like assault rifles. I mean, it is based off the SG556, so it should be pretty much the same as the SG556 and all the other assault rifles. Sprint drawbacks. Draw speed, it is the same, I suppose. I mean, they're not very important because it's a sniper rifle. Center speed, it's pretty slow. I mean, it's fast. I guess it's technically fast, but because of the sheer amount of recoil kickback, it doesn't seem fast, if you guys know what I mean. So center speed is overall kind of terrible. So unfortunately, we have to deal with that. Reload speed. The reload speed compared to other sniper rifles is relatively fast because, I mean, it is an automatic sniper rifle and it's based off an assault rifle. So, yeah, it's got a clip magazine as well. I mean, most sniper rifles do anyway, but, yeah, the DMR's reload speed is pretty fast. Moving on to the fire modes. The SG556 DMR starts fully automatic, and that's the only fire mode it has. So, if you guys are into fully automatic sniper rifles, then this is one of them. Moving on to the luck. The luck on the SG556 DMR, not very high. In fact, it's probably next to nothing. I've never gotten lotto headshots with the SG556 DMR, I don't think anyway. If I did, then please correct me, but to my knowledge, I don't remember getting any lucky headshots. Moving on to the ammo capacity. Now, Combat Arms Wiki says that it starts with a 20 out of 40 ammo capacity. I don't think so. I think it starts with a 20 out of 20 ammo capacity. Let me check that. Let me check if it really does. Let's see. I'm searching my video files here right now to see where my DMR gameplay is. God damn it! Where is it? I thought I had it here. SG. Here it is. So I'm gonna check the ammo capacity on the SG556 DMR. Yeah, it only holds 20 out of 20. So Commander's Wiki has that wrong. Don't believe Commander's Wiki. They say that it starts with 3 magazines of 20 rounds. Nah, that's not right. The SG556 DMR only starts with 2 magazines of 20 rounds each, just like the M14 EBR and the M39 sniper rifles. Key physical characteristics: the SG556 DMR has the original gun body. Like if you had the barrel and or just the grip, like the main portion of the barrel, and the grip, then you'd have the SG556, you'd have the original SG556. However, they modify it by giving it a heavier stock, a more sturdy stock for sniping, and a modified magazine so it looks smaller, because it holds less ammo technically, and a longer elongated an elongated barrel coming out of the main portion of the barrel, because it's a sniper rifle and it needs a heavier barrel for that, and then plus of course a sniper scope. Moving on to, it basically looks like a sniper, like a modified SG556 that's turned into a sniper rifle. I know I cut myself off really abruptly there. Anyways, moving on to the muzzle noise. The muzzle noise, SG556 DMR sounds pretty loud. In fact, it actually sounds pretty awesome. Really bassy and low frequency and really loud. Yeah. So it pretty much gets the word out there saying that, yeah, I've got the DMR and I'm boss. What are you gonna do about it, bitch? And people are gonna shoot you in the face. Moving on to the attachment options, the SG556 DMR can only attach, or you can only equip suppressors and magazine modifications, as what you would expect. I'd be really surprised. I haven't really checked because I don't actually have the SG556 DMR, but I would be really surprised if you couldn't put suppressors or magazine modifications on this thing. Moving on to whether or not it's fire team worthy. Not really. Sniper rifles aren't really meant for fire team. So yeah, there you go. Moving on to quarantine worthy. Not really. Why would you use a sniper for quarantine? I don't understand. Please explain that to me. So yeah, there you go. As for my frank personal opinions, the SG556 DMR is, in the words of the great Sniff, derp. It's very derpy. I mean, just like the other SG556 variants, like the assault rifle variants, this entire family is just full of derps, and I don't know how I like it. Usually, I like derpy weapons or quirky weapons. This time, the SG556 DMR, I don't know. I just really don't know what I truly feel about the SG556 DMR. Like, okay, so let me talk about this a little bit more. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna run a gameplay footage, but who cares? I'll probably throw in something else there. But let me talk a little bit more about the SG556 DMR. The thing that I really want to stress is that even though you can't really fully utilize the rate of fire on the SG556 DMR at long range, the thing is, even though it has a huge recoil kickback, for some reason it feels predictable. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's just like, high recoil kickback, predictable. What are you talking about, Asian? Are you pulling that one out of your ass too, like you always do? No, not really. Not this time. Sorry, good guess. But nice try. But try again later. The SG556 DMRs, it just feels predictable. Like, each shot you take, it just feels very predictable, and thus you can land 2 shots in quick succession, assuming that your target isn't just like running around all over the place. Then that'd be kind of tough to hit. But the SG556 DMR, it feels pretty good at just camping and sniping. For those of you guys who like to camp with sniper rifles, and you guys like using fully automatic sniper rifles for whatever reason, the SG556 DMR is actually pretty good for you guys. I mean, there have been allegations that the DMR is not very good at long range, which is counterintuitive because it's a sniper rifle, because it can get tanked easily or something along those lines. But for me, whatever, I know I haven't used it as much as other people have, but for me anyway, I don't know. It's pretty good. The recoil kickback on the DMR, or the overall recoil pattern, it just feels very good to control, and it's not that hard to master. Which is my honest opinion anyway. Maybe some of you guys will have a lot of trouble with it. For those guys who actually do have it, and I don't really expect much of you to have it. And yeah. Other than that, the DMR. Because of its high rate of fire, though, at middle range you can definitely take out a lot of people, or people really quickly because of its fast rate of fire and the fact that it's got a high recoil kickback. And if you hit one guy in like the lower body region, then quite possibly the scope will kick back so high that it will actually hit the second bullet up in their face. So in that regard, at middle range, it's actually pretty good. The DMR, just like other fully automatic sniper rifles, the DMR is actually a little bit better at middle range combat than our other fully automatic sniper rifles, because of the fact that, wow, what was I speaking there? Conglish? Anyways, just because of the fact that it has a lot higher of a rate of fire than do other sniper rifles, at middle range combat it fares better. But then again, at middle range combat, it's like you would be using just a normal assault rifle for that. shoot you. So it's kind of counterintuitive. Basically, this rifle is basically a walking paradox, or I wouldn't say walking because it doesn't walk. It's basically a live paradox. It's just derpy. Let's just put it at that. It's just derpy. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed the review on the SG556 DMR. I have yet to decide if I'm gonna actually buy it myself or and you know, do a Road to Master review episode on it, or like you know, if I'm going to just, you know, let it hang loose and forget about it as the time goes on. But I don't know really. The DMR, it's just a very quirky assault rifle. I almost call it assault rifle. It's just very quirky sniper rifle, and most of you will definitely not like it. I kind of like it, but I definitely can't see myself using it every single game. No, that's just not possible. Nah, sorry, sorry, SG556 DMR. You're a very unique sniper rifle, but nah, just can't cut it. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the review, and hopefully this will help you guys decide on whether or not you actually want to buy the DMR once it actually comes out for the actual supply drop when it comes out. So, anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. What did I just say there? God, my English is so bad these days. And see you guys later. You appreciate that? I have to work on my English skills. Let me go back to class.